I shall do it.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself. I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Wipe them out! Not fear, you shall
Very well. It has begun. We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Now you fall. Best be wary.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in? The reason he did that was because... well... because my father was King Marek. Which made Kaelin my... half-brother, I suppose. Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard. And nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it. Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... oh no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us? The Arl? Then you don't know? Has nobody out there heard? He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Al Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things. What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar. Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault. Some call them the Walking Dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arl Eamon.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou. You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are not men.
How awful this must be.
All those, they are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear it is. Please, have mercy. Of course. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
When will they be back? I miss them. I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since. I am. You've heard of me? I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me. Maker's blessings upon you.
I want to go home. Where's Father?
I'm so sorry. Am I bothering you? What are we going to do? I'll try to be more quiet. Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time.
How terrible. You poor thing.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. He said something about saving Mother.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is...
Nice. Maybe...
Shall we comfort her with lies?
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, now you will.
Silence, girl. You want the children to hear you?
But night is coming.
We must
Good
stay
day.
here and be brave.
Return and we sit here.
Walking corpses. Do you think it's something in the water?
No, we don't have them.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle,
just
Murdoch.
keep growing each night.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want to surprise it. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died. So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help.
Well, we do want to help however we can.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the...
I hope you're right.
Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that...
Go away. Curse you! Leave me in peace! Huh? Who is that? What do you want, hmm?
Maker's breath. What is that smell?
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. A Grey Warden, is it? Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided that if you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repair. Not good enough.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look... I'll accept that.
Oh, lovely.
Right then. It seems I have some work to do. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all the... If you need anything done. I must admit, it feels good to be... I've you to thank for that. You mean... I told Velena she was imagining things. But like what? Right. I haven't got... Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I must admit, it feels good to be up and...
Well, it looks like the damn fool is falling over drunk, and I'll inform Bantigan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards... I hope you're right. We may just be fit.
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like... He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake, locked himself up in his home with... We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come up.
There's not much time before sun. The men's spirits are high, for... Since you convinced Owen to start repair... Overall, I'd say the militia's... Is there anything else? You'll find him and his... I have a...
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home. You broke into my house for that? It must be worth something to you then. Since he's not, I'll let it go for 6 sovereigns. The number's got a nice sound to it, don't you think? You think Qunari swords are easy to find this far south? It's probably the only one on... That wasn't... Now, why don't you take your sword and... So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for thanks. But I'll take my chances in here. Everyone else, maybe. Let's hear what you've got. You better be out there too when the sun goes.
As you like.
Go away. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Everybody's scared. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. No. Alright. I came out. You are... I just... Father said I could have... I thought... If I was brave like Grandfather, I could use this in the chest. In Mother's room. I should...
Very well.
Stop fidgeting.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. Thanks for persuading him to come out here. There's not much time before the men doing. Since you convinced Owen over, is there anything else?
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar.
So have you heard? Morrigan and him are, you know.
Have you nothing better to do than spread idle gossip? And besides, he can probably hear us both. You're not being very discreet.
No, look, he's not even paying attention.
Maybe. You don't think that he's serious about it, do you? The woman is a vile fiend.
Well, look here. Now who's an idle gossip? Meow.
You're the one who started this, I might remind you. And I'm ending it.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient? As you wish. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now, my charge is defending the village. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Ah, well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, we have sufficient. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the chantry. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be. No one told me of this. Oil, you say? Assuming that... Yes. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime? No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not...
No word from the castle?
No, all is still, as it has been for days.
Flowers? Thank you. These were... Thank you.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.